I see a lot of CXOs here, but how many pirates are there? So we always think like CXOs, but it's time that we also started thinking like pirates. And so that's where my theme is, the rise of the Captain-Pirate CXO. What do I mean by that? Think about it. Intense amount of competition. Every customer is getting onboarded. But the fight for the profitable customers, how does that happen? Think about this. How can your competitor or a neobank grow? By pirating your customers, your most profitable customers. And this happens right under your nose, despite your data advantage. The customer has been there with you for the last 20 years. You know inside out about that customer, but still a pirate comes and takes your customers away. Despite your context awareness, every time this customer does a transaction, you know the context. Your pirate doesn't know, but he still, is able to take the customer out. So in a nutshell, this happens because we allow our customers to get pirated. So how do you fight this? Now, to overcome this, we have to think like a pirate. Pirates work best by, scaring other ships, make your aggression known. So you will see this happening when a third party talks to you, they ghost the data and send it to you. So it means that you also need to ghost your data and send it back to them. The less they know about your customers, the better it is for you, because it's my customer, okay? And we also need to detect a lot of things which we call as the pirate onboarding, MSME and small and medium businesses are so key to us. Now think about it. If there are hundreds of my customer talking to and doing transactions with a particular customer outside my bank, I need to know it in real time. Can I get this intelligence and then use this to fight and retain those profitable customers? And the most important thing is you need to make your customers happy. Can we offer instant rewards? Can we offer instant cashbacks? Can we have instant flexible charging? So how to ensure that we never lose an opportunity to unlock the power of context? Let me explain that. Is this a tough task? Though, what if I told you that you already have a system in your bank which is doing that now? So let me, first for me to do that, let me unlock this opportunity for you. Just like a human being has a soul, a customer has a soul, and this soul sits in the bank. How much salary does the customer get? Does your bank know? He knows. What does the customer do after the customer gets the salary? How much money they send home? How much school fees do they pay? How often they travel abroad? All this is there. Think about a customer soul sitting inside the bank. But banks adopt a starfish approach. We have different segments, different departments. All this data is hidden in different departments. Unless and until we unlock this value, it is difficult. Now comes the secret. If you deploy a brain-like system, which is connecting all these systems in the bank together, you can unlock the value for, this entire interaction value for yourself. Now, does such a system work or exist in a bank? Of course, it is there. This is your real-time enterprise fraud management solution. An example is, think about an enterprise fraud management solution which is connecting every channel: internet banking, mobile banking, core banking, remittances, insider fraud, mutual funds, trust. Everything is connected in real time in a real-time enterprise fraud management solution, which means that if you deploy a true real-time enterprise cross-channel fraud management solution in the bank, you have already figured it out. Let me explain. When I come to Manila, I go to Greenbelt and I do a lot of shopping for my kids. I swipe my card there. Who knows who in the bank, which system in the bank knows that I am making a purchase in Landmark? The fraud management system knows. When does the fraud management system know? At the time the transaction is happening. And you are using all these intelligence to ride negative scenarios and say, should I allow this transaction or not? That's what fraud management system does. Once it is done, what happens? If you instantly use that moment to run positive scenario, because every data is available in memory, instantly run positive scenarios and cross-sell to the customer. You can do that. You don't need to worry about it because the data is already running in the memory of the fraud management system. So this is the case wherein, if you think like a pirate, you can actually use your real-time enterprise fraud management system to make money for the bank. All the data is there in memory. Example, I go to Landmark, I do a 50,000 or a 20,000 peso transaction, okay? And if I'm really thinking like a pirate, fraud management system can send a message to the customer and say, sir, ma'am, spend 30,000 more and I will give you 5% off. Who can do that? Your bank can do that. Do you need to go to some third party to get it done? No. And the customer swipes, purchases another 20,000 pesos or 30,000 pesos, so instantly gets a cashback. Now, whom will this customer love? This customer will love your bank. So the way we need to do this is, every time a transaction happens, fraud management captures this, use the same intelligence in the same context to unlock value for yourself. You can do real-time cross-sell, upsell. I can do real-time cashback. Think about it. Instead of doing a cashback after 1 month or 2 months, I can immediately say, hey, you do 5 more this transaction, I will pay you so much of money. I can do real-time charge recovery. I can do real-time revenue recovery, and so on. So, the holy grail of making money in every transaction goes through your real-time enterprise fraud management system. And to really use this thing to the bank's advantage, it's important that we start thinking like pirates. Every transaction, every context, there is nobody else who is more aware of the context than the bank itself. Be it internet banking, be it mobile banking, be it, let's say, remittance. Think about a small and medium business. A lot of transactions are happening, remittances are coming. The bank knows it. Immediately you can engage with that particular person. Okay? So what we do is, we do real-time cross-channel enterprise fraud management, which ensures that all the channels are connected together. Since you are getting this data, in one shot, why do you bother to do anti-money laundering and download this data once again? You can do that in real time. So you have a unified enterprise fraud management and an anti-money laundering software. Think about it, now your anti-money laundering is also working real time along with fraud management system. It is not working in a T+2 model. And while you do this, you also do the customer experience management, wherein you unlock value by doing real-time cross-sell, upsell, charging, charge recovery, cashback, offer management. And while you get all these data in one place, you can actually deploy a graph database to figure out all the commonalities and the patterns and all the other kind of interrelationships, including the relationships outside the bank, which will allow you to get it as a dashboard and then unlock opportunities for the bank. For example, if I'm a retail head of a bank, I need to figure out who are the top 10 external corporates that I need to connect to whom a lot of my customers are transacting. I can do that using graph database on data generated from such a system. I'm not pushing my system. It is like, when you look at an overall architecture, you could probably look at a system like this. So ideally, if you deploy a true real-time enterprise fraud management system, you will be able to unlock this value. But then, when we look at what exactly is an enterprise fraud management system, what people do is they have the big scope and then they will come back and deploy channel-wise siloed product. That's not. You need to connect all the systems in the backend. What you see, we typically start with 3-4 systems, and I have interacted, interfaced in some banks 31 systems. So everything that happens in a bank, every decision that happens in a bank, whether be it a human decision, automated decision, or a channel decision, or an API decision, goes through the system, and the system becomes super intelligent. It not only protects money for the bank, it actually makes money for the bank. Sorry. We do this for about we have total more than 900 million accounts under this. If somebody thinks that, hey, can we do this at scale? Yes. Our largest customer is having 200 million accounts. They have more than 10 million mobile banking customers and internet banking customers and things like that. So we handle the scale, leave the scale to us. So in a nutshell, when you want to think in a different way, think of it like how a pirate thinks. You install something, there is a system installed for enterprise fraud management. Convert that to make money for the bank and do it every time a transaction happens. So I would request each of you to think like the Captain-Pirate CXO, and only a Captain-Pirate can make this happen, and that is you. Thank you.